Hello, everybody. We are here. It is episode 9 of Smooth Criminals, and we are ready to do stuff. Welcome to Play to Find Out. That's the theme of the game tonight: is crying, sadness, and misery.
Or tears of ecstasy if you get like really good rolls.
Maybe we'll see how it goes. But yeah.
I mean, considering the way you guys are rolling it before, I don't
know.
know.
It's a new day, Kelsa. That was last session.
It's a new day. It's a new day.
Alright, I'm not gonna sing. Cool.
It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life.
That's a totally different song.
And I'm feeling good. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Let's chat with our peeps and see how they've been doing.
Get some surfs.
Michael, how's your week been?
All things considered, pretty good. I played in Swargula's West Marches campaign again, and my bard died.
Sure.
And proceeded to make a deal with death that I would live life without the ability to die until I passed on everything I knew to my apprentice.
It's a pretty good deal. It's a pretty good deal.
But I can never be separated from her. If I can't see her or like be within visual scan of her, I'm cursed by death.
So, like, they can never go to the bathroom without you watching? Or...
I don't know.
Like, what if they meet a nice person? They're like, hey, I need to go do a thing. Do you have to watch?
She's 13, so I hope.
Okay, so that was probably not going to happen.
Well, I don't know. How long is it going to take you to pass on?
Right, exactly. It could take like 10 years to do this.
Years.
I don't think it's going to take. I don't know. I hope it doesn't take that long because I'm actually really excited to play her, my apprentice. I'm really excited to play 13-year-old barbarian bard.
There you go. There you go.
That's what I want to play. Anyway.
We're getting doggo pick. There we go.
Other than that, I've been doing. I've been getting hyped for Longfall. I'm ready for that campaign to start.
Yeah.
And I have been desperately trying to figure out what I could do with my advance to help us in this situation. And I have an idea, but I don't know if it'll work.
Fair. Alrighty. Well, good. Glad to hear you're doing pretty well.
Okay.
Pian, you have a dog friend.
I have an extremely needy dog next to me right now. She's adorable though. But yeah, my week's been a week. We moved within like a day. Because stuff happened, but it's chill. But now I've got an adorable dog next to me, and she's lovely. She's super needy though. I'm gonna make enchiladas sometime this week.
Nice.
Which I'm really excited about. Other than that, I've got nothing going on in my life. Yeah, I'm ready to have my identity revealed and cry a lot. It's whatever. Hold on, one Darla shot before we
Good.
One Darla shot.
Oh, where'd she go? Oh, there she is. Bumper.
Oh, get her belly.
She's so needy. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, Kelsa, how about you?
I do not have an adorable dog. So, you know.
I'm muted. You have like 3 or 4 adorable cats.
Yeah, but they're not needy dogs. They are very needy cats though. Look at that dog face.
Look at this needy dog. She's literally like, I like just stopped petting her. Now she's like, what'd you?
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
I got an adorable octopus that is gonna make its way over to Michael at some point, which I think is this way on the cams. I don't know if I did that right. Now I'm curious. Or was the other way? Yeah. Dang it. Hold on. Wait. Ooh, yeah.
No, you need see. Well, now you need to make 2. send
Oh,
one to him, and then we can do that again. Where you're like, oh, it's
Yes.
going over there, and then he just like,
Oh.
oh, it's coming back
What?
in. Oh wow, this is
What?
crazy.
What? Ah, that would be really crazy. I'm not gonna do
No,
that.
yeah.
Also, I don't have enough yarn to do that.
Oh,
That's the problem.
well,
Her name's Amira, and she's a little thing that's inspired by Magic the Gathering.
Aw. Adorable. Anyway, that's what I've been doing is to make the octopuses. Also eating chicken, so
I'm pretty sure that's been your life for like the past while.
it has been.
Eating
It
chicken?
has been. My lady went to a roller derby tournament and left me alone for a week. So I ordered a dozen chicken strips and have just been eating like 2 of them every day until they're gone.
Fair.
That's just been my life.
Yep. Sounds like a good life.
It's a pretty good life. Yeah, it's pretty good life.
Let's see.
What about you? What's been going on in Tuck's life?
Past week's been okay. Not much. We brought back, not brought back, but like Smooth Criminals was back tonight again. I think I had all of my, nope, didn't have all of my shows last week. I had 2 of them. And then found out I have to go away this week. We could have this show, but it's interfering, but we had to move Longfall to next week. So next week, we will have both this show and Longfall on Wednesday. So that's going to be super awesome. I am super excited for that. The overlays are basically done.
You guys need to know how hyped I am to run Open Legend.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be real good.
Because this is something that I realized as I was like looking over it. It's kind of like a more crunchy version of Fate Accelerated. In a weird.
I definitely got that impression when I was reading it.
Weird sort of way. And I'm kind of down with that.
Yeah.
It like takes everything I love about Fate Accelerated and makes it so that it just has a little bit extra, that.
Yeah, there's
like
more.
Sprinkles nuts on top of like.
Yeah, there's more mechanics to it, but like
nougaty.
Not mechanics that interfere with stuff. Like it's a lot of like, here's a thing. How you do the thing is, up for whatever, but like it's a thing.
Yes. I'm excited for that game. I'm also excited for Smooth Criminals. I'm also excited to introduce everyone's characters and all the NPCs and
I was driving back from lunch today and I thought of a hilarious way to introduce my character for Longfall because of what we're going to be doing for it. Like you kind of told us like the intro scene of like the setup, what you're imagining. And I thought of like the funniest possible thing my character could be doing in that.
PM me and I will make it happen.
Okay. Good.
PM me and I will make it happen. That goes for you two as well. I'm also excited to DM Kelsa and get to dish out a little bit of punishment that I take from this. I'm excited to be like.
I seem to remember last time that I was a player in one of the games that you were jamming. You hated me forever, and you were like, "Why are you doing this?"
You were intentionally trying to break my game, and you didn't.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, I did try. I mean, I could have tried harder. I didn't actually do like anything magical until the very end, so I definitely could have tried harder. But I mean, if you're playtesting a game, trying to break it, that's
right. Exactly.
That's
the point.
I mean, that's what you want to do in a playtest.
You definitely already had people following the rules as intended, and so
gotta have somebody breaking it.
Gotta have somebody.
I don't think you understood. I don't think you understood what sex did. What Tux did. At literally the first session.
That Freudian slip kind of makes sense with considering who my characters are. Basically
the same thing.
Yeah.
Again, 40% of Tux's characters are actually just BDSM witches.
Pretty much. I mean, whatever. Yeah. Final shield for Longfall. We have some awesome characters. I'm really, really excited for yours, PN. With your weird, like, like social psychic powers or whatever that's going on with her. It's gonna be really good.
I'm excited to introduce that. I'm excited to introduce like all the, because we kind of have like, we have 4 very different characters with 4 very different backgrounds.
Mhm.
We have the like high-end like criminal underworld connection with Liz's character,
Mhm.
and then we have a connection to the bureaucracy and the police force with Kelsa's character, and we have a connection to the lower, like the well-behaved lower class with your character, and then we have like a connection with the like grittier, more violent criminal underground with Sci-Fi's character.
Mhm.
And so
Mhm.
there's a lot of like, I'm excited to weave the web.
Yes, a lot of stuff going on with that game. So if you're curious about that, definitely come back next Wednesday on the 12th. Same time, starting at 8 for Longfall. It's going to be super awesome. But for right now, we're playing Smooth Criminals, Blades in the Dark. Without our amazing recapper here, who would like to take that duty tonight?
I will bear the mantle.
Do it.
So at the start of last session, something happened. I think it was the very end of the score. It really doesn't matter. All that matters is we got paid. We got our we swindled Mr. Devil Dad guy that we don't really know who he is out of his
Did we,
vice den.
like, it was more like, I'm curious who you guys really are. I'm going to sell this to you and watch you like a hawk.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, that's kind of what happened.
Yeah.
That is exactly what happened. And
Yeah.
there was some downtime stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Dom's character, TomCat, finally realized he has like a mark of control on the back of his neck.
Yeah, I forgot. His friend was just like, "Hey, what's this? What is all this you got going on here?" Like, huh?
Astrid and Orchid try to indulge their vice together, but Astrid is a terrible girlfriend and was like not able to get over her own insecurities about being a terrible girlfriend and being afraid of drugs enough to indulge her vice, thereby pissing off they deservingly. In response to this stress,
That was really bad. Yeah.
In response to this stress, Astrid decides to go to the ghost presence of the of Ramik's old home and attune with the memories of the people there to try and learn more about him, because she's that kind of person.
A terrible person. That's the word you were thinking of, right?
I feel like it's implicit to this game. I don't think there are good people in Blades in the Dark.
You know, what's good, what's bad.
So
Good.
Astrid attunes.
Demons. Whatever.
Exactly. Astrid attunes. Taps into some type of power she never had before to like read the like memories of a place. Realizes something earth-shattering about Posh.
Hey.
Well, not really earth-shattering, just surprising and kind of worrying to her because she's a paranoid person.
Hey.
Paranoid thief. I mean, naturally, she's really stressed out again, so she's got to go get a massage. And she brings along Posh this time, goes for the peace through mutually assured destruction path, revealing a very important secret about her and previous activities involving a cult that she was a part of, and saying, Posh, I know your name wasn't always Ramik. To which Posh responded, Ramik's the only name you need to worry about, but you're not necessarily wrong.
Yep.
There was a planned heist. They went off and did some gather information with her old bodyguard who hates her guts.
Yup.
Ticked a bunch of clocks forward. We got kind of crappy gear to disguise ourselves.
Well, the gear's okay.
The gear is okay.
It was just our engagement.
We roll really badly on engagement to rob this guy's painting. And
Which is even worse because I took a risk to get us in good with another faction who's like, okay, we'll let you do this job for us as like a kind of a trial run. And they would be really good to work with in the future because they employ specifically our kind of people. And our first job is going like this.
Oh, my friend, just wait.
It's going tits up.
So,
yeah, well, our plan was basically I did a gather information to learn that, and I learned that there was like a lot of turnover in his like servant staff. And so we made the plan to like, oh, we'll sneak in like as a night crew being like, oh, we're here to clean Black Ark, and then we would like switch the paintings out, clean, and then just leave with the painting, and like no one will be the wiser. The noble happens to be awake and recognizes a certain young noble lady.
Yeah, recognizes they, and that's where we're at.
And that's where we're at.
And Astrid might be about to do something stupid. Before we do anything else,
Hold on. Before we even do that.
Can we resolve our crew advance?
Yes, we'll do that first. You'll do that first. Good call. Thank you.
Thank you.
This was an advance you guys have been sitting on.
I nominate Synchronized.
Yeah.
Well,
I nominate Synchronized as second story work. Synchronized is more helpful now. Second story work will be more helpful with future scores.
Let's see.
Do we think this is desperate enough of a situation? Because in the end, we want both.
Well, Synchronized lets us do multiple 6s as a critical success, but it doesn't really help with like.
Basically, what it would do right now is allow us to do the penultimate, talk our way out of problems.
If multiple 6s get rolled, though, but like.
I think Synchronized would still be a good thing to have eventually.
Sure.
I recommend it now because I feel like we ought to wait a little bit longer before we multi-crew again and take a veteran advance to see kind of what we want to do. Like, if we start becoming like we only hit rich targets, high society might be a good thing to take.
Yeah. I'm good for Synchronized if we're thinking that.
What do you think, Liz?
I think we need all the help we can get right now.
Basically, what Synchronized does is when someone leads a group action, and everybody in the group rolls. Normally, you don't get to count other people's rolls, like other people's 6s, like as the same, but it lets you. So like we can get a critical success if multiple people roll 6s, basically, which is pretty good. All right. Well, we all know what Dom wants, but
he wants Forged in the Fire.
Yes, he wants Forged in the Fire. We don't roll enough resistances to make that useful.
Heads up, I'm about to remind you that you can roll a resistance here to not have this guy recognize you. This is a consequence that you can resist.
Oh, well then. Resist entanglements?
I mean, you're still going to have, you're still going to be in a desperate situation out the gate.
Yeah.
But it
won't
could
be this specific guy.
It won't. No, he will still be there and he will still see her, but he will not immediately recognize that she is specifically who she is.
How would you? Okay, out of curiosity, who would roll that resist? Would it be her?
It would be Vay. Yeah.
Okay. In the end, it's your call, Liz.
I mean, in the end, you're still in exactly the same situation. But whether or not you get a tick on the Eris Vale found clock is whether you resist this or not.
I can't in good conscience. Okay. I mean, and there's no way we can like beat it out of his memory with Rec.
That's hilarious, but no.
There's no way I could pop my silence potion, run over, beat the living tar out of this guy until he forgets the last 5 minutes. That's not a thing I can do.
Oh man!
What if I just cause him enough brain damage that he's just a vegetable?
Maybe.
I feel like the
Mr.
words of
Great.
Mr. Posh would echo in your mind when he said, "Remember, this needs to be a quiet job."
It'll be so, and I
No, your
promise
silent potion doesn't. Michael Owen.
my silent potion does not prevent him. My silent potion would prevent him from calling for help and prevent the sounds of me dispatching him however I choose to do that. Either way, dispatching him is something we need to do.
No, yeah.
Did he catch us? Did he catch us wandering around at night, or did he catch us specifically stealing the painting?
What did he?
What exactly is
He
the
caught
fictional
you.
situation?
He just
right now?
saw me in the hallway, basically.
You guys are set up as the night crew. He sees Vey, and he immediately either recognizes her specifically as Vey Vale, or at the very least, a noble person that does not belong here and is
Yeah.
definitely not a cleaning lady.
But he hasn't seen us, stealing anything yet.
Correct.
So are we set on synchronized, or do we want to do
I'm not sure. Like, I'm pro synchronized because that would have let me more effectively lead stealth actions. If not, I definitely think we should take synchronized as our next advance. So then we can actually start doing more stealth and social actions.
I like
That's just
synchronized.
me. I do agree that force in the fire is pretty useful.
Mm-hmm. Are you good with synchronized, PM?
Yes, I'm good with synchronized.
Okie dokie. Yeah, let's just
Brilliant. You now have synchronized.
Yay.
Right.
So-
I will write it
PM,
down.
would you like to resist that roll right off the gate? You don't have to.
I know, but the thing. Okay, what would be the consequence if I failed the resistance roll? Does
You
he
just take stress.
Yeah.
It's impossible to fail a resistance.
Okay.
When you say I am going to resist this, you resist it. It either negates or reduces the consequence automatically, but it costs you an amount of stress based on what you roll.
Yeah, when resisting a roll costs between 1 and 5 stress, basically.
1 and 0. You can get 6.
5 and 0. Yes.
Oh yeah, 0 and 5, not 1 and 5.
Yep.
All right. So what do you want to do?
So if you have like a decent amount of stress to like in your thing, like you can, like it's not a bad idea to resist something. Especially because you also get to say how you resist it. You can say like, because what you do is you
I cover my face.
you roll with I can't remember what the with our like the actual the.
So usually it's based on what type of thing you are resisting. So in this specific instance, you're resisting a consequence of deception. So you would be rolling. Sorry.
You could probably insight or prowess.
Yes. Insight is what you'd normally do it with. So normally you would resist insight if it's a consequence of deception or understanding, prowess if it's from physical strain or injury, resolve if it's from mental strain or willpower.
Okay.
There are some situations where you can fictionally position and say, I'm going to be resisting this physical effect with my resolve because I am channeling magic to prevent the damage because I'm a whisperer or something along those lines.
Okay.
But
So it's possible, but normally it's kind of fits into
right.
One of those. Okay.
It's normally based on whatever thing you are trying to resist would give you whatever.
So if I wanted to resist by having the writhing massive eels that live under my shirt just move out of the way of a gunshot, what would that be?
That would be prowess
Okay.
because you'd be moving quickly. All of your eel
Remember
masses.
that, Tux.
Okay, got it.
When you are shot and you are a massive, yeah.
When you are
eels.
riding massive eels.
Okay, so it doesn't really matter which one it is. I think I'm gonna try to resist it.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So click on the word insight on your character sheet and it will roll the dice for you.
Hey!
Nice.
One
So
stress.
you suffer 1 stress.
How do you do it?
Nice.
Cool. So yeah, he sees you and he looks right at Vey, and like you see him singing you, and you remember having seen him as a child, and so you turn just slightly away so that he can't fully see your face, knowing full well that he could recognize you, but you manage to avoid detection. But there's something about your pose and your bearing that gives it away that you are not a maid.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so he looks at you. And now, are the 3 of you all there in the hallway, or had you split up?
I think
to
so.
try to find the painting.
I think, at least in my head, we're all part of this crew of like our this night crew. So it's like we like move to this area. Like, okay, we're like, our station is here. We clean this area, then we move our station and clean this area.
I feel like honestly that doesn't make much sense. I'm gonna be real, because night crews, like they do like split up and like
Independently just do like, all right, I'm gonna take this room, you're gonna take that room, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like when you see like a hotel, and the people cleaning the rooms don't all congregate in one area. They take different floors and stuff. But I mean, if we want to do the thing where we're all together, I'm cool with that. I'm just saying I don't think it makes this much sense.
Maybe
if you wanted to be like you all have just gotten in and you hadn't split up yet.
Yeah,
that's
okay,
reasonable
sure,
as
sure,
well.
sure.
Yeah, that would. Yeah.
Is it? This feels like a flashback that wouldn't cost any stress. Do we all just have fake names for the current situation?
Obviously.
Okay.
That is definitely a flashback that costs 0 stress. If you want to tell each other what those names are right now out of character, you can do so, or just assume at the point when you're like, Lorraine, and then you'd be like, Bien, I'm talking to Faye.
Okay. Mr. Posh, what are all of our code names?
I'm Roger Minchin.
Roger mentioned.
Vey is Genevieve Dugal. You are...
Please just give me the most gutter trash name.
Ariel Lewis. And TomCat isn't here.
I feel like TomCat is like waiting outside to just Kool-Aid Man in.
Yes. And I feel like Dom would be totally cool with that.
Yeah, he just swings it on a rope through the window and just tackles this guy.
Yeah. So yeah, he looks at all of you, or just you. All right.
What is this gentleman's name?
This is Lord Framble.
Lord Framble.
Top of the morning, Mr. Framble.
That's Lord Framble.
Oh, sorry, Governor. Lord Framble, and she like does the appropriate "I'm sorry" bow or whatever the equivalent is.
Do you know the appropriate "I'm sorry" bow?
That's a good question. That's a really good.
Okay, here's the question. My character is like a gutter trash maid. Would I? I'm asking, does it help or hurt my cover?
The maid would know, but
Would it?
Does
Astrid
know?
Can I spend a stress to ask Vey? Or I mean, I feel like I've done enough heist jobs before that probably, and I did
no, that's fair.
Bump elbows with high society for a while.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. I was asking you about your character. You say yes, you would know that, then that's fine.
Okay.
If you believe that that is correct, and that is true now.
Cool.
You make the appropriate "I'm sorry" bow. And he kind of grunts, like in surprise, almost like you would make such a faux pas as to call him Mr. instead of Lord, but then know the appropriate bow. But like maybe you're just slow kind of grunt of surprise.
Can I tell you what I'm trying to do, Kelsey?
Yes, tell me, what are you trying
Astrid
to do?
Astrid is trying to get his attention away from Vey and onto her.
Oh yeah, you're doing that, no problem.
Okay. And so she's like, again, very sorry, my lord. we're just here to check out the rugs, do all that, bish bash bosh. We will try to keep it down and make sure you can sleep and all that. Very sorry to have disturbed you. Roger, Gwen, come on, let's go. You know the drill.
Yeah, why don't you sway here? This
Would
definitely
be considered
sounds
a
like
group
a
action.
I don't know. Are you guys helping?
I don't think Vey is. I think Vey is trying her best not to be noticed by this.
That's fair.
I mean, I feel like that's your helping here.
But I don't think that would be me helping. Because I'm not trying to like look the part of a like
Yeah, that's not really.
maid.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
trying
yeah.
to
Okay.
That's
make
not enough to
Yeah.
like take an action of swaying by like not doing anything.
Yeah.
That's good for helping like on like a something else, but yeah, for like to actually action.
Yeah,
I think
actual
I'm playing the
action sway
part
would not
of
help.
like I'm like just talking about like the plan for tonight or whatever. Just try and just like drown it out with noise. So I'm just like, all right, plan. We're gonna hit this. We're gonna use the shuffle method of cleaning. We're gonna do this room, then this room, and like have like just I'm just talking about cleaning that I've looked up. Because obviously I researched
Yes.
effective
Roger,
cleaning
it's
methods for
all
this
right.
job.
We got it.
course
There's
you
no
have.
need to be so upfront with the boss.
Hey, we're new. We're new here.
We are new here.
we wanna keep
but
this job. We're gonna do
Oh
this
my
right.
god. All right, roll before you get fired for arguing.
I think Vey just has a duster and she's just like dusting off like just spot
Okay,
on the
so
wall,
are
like,
we?
there's
Is this a
nothing
group action or is this a?
I mean, it sounds like a group action.
Yeah, it sounds like you're leading me in a group action. Yeah, because you're like
Okay,
kind of
so-
like,
Yeah, you are leading a group action.
I roll.
So
everybody
both
rolls.
both of you roll. And if you are just sitting there and like doing the job of being a maid by like turning and starting to dust things, I think that would count towards assisting in the group action here.
Okay.
Because
then I'm
you've turned around so that you're no longer you're both being quiet and also doing what's expected of you. So I think that helps. So everybody can roll sway, and we will take the highest number. And if more than one of you get a 6, because you are synchronized, it will be a crit. So
Nice.
this is desperate.
Can I take a devil's?
Oh, it's
bargain?
desperate. Okay.
Oh
shit.
yeah, this is
Oh great. Oh
desperate?
cool. I get XP.
Yes.
This is my
Get
first
XP.
desperate action.
Can I get a devil's bargain, Kelsa?
Do you have one in mind? It sounds like you do.
I'm so scared.
Desperate standard.
Well, you offer,
Yes.
and then I'll propose my thing.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think definitely a devil's bargain here is more heat. He's gonna remember you guys. He's gonna remember this incident, and it's gonna put eyes on you.
Instead of that, how about he takes Astrid away from the rest of them for whatever reason to clean something specific? It's like, as a matter of fact, I have this thing that I need you to take care of. Can you come immediately?
I got it. Some lusty Argonian maid action.
That's what I was thinking.
Either way,
Uh,
maybe he's got a thing for tykes.
I
Strangers?
want to say I don't like that term. We're just gonna
That
Get rid of
also
that.
made me cringe a little bit.
It did.
Yes.
I did when I said it. Tykerosi.
yeah.
Anyway,
Okay, thank you.
sorry.
So maybe. Let me roll a die of fate here because I don't know how he feels if that would be something that would be into. High is in your favor. 4. Yeah, okay. Maybe this is why there's such a high turnover rate. He'll be willing to take Astrid to the side and have her clean something personal of his.
Mhm. I happen to need my bed sheets changed. Could you help me for a moment?
Right.
Okay, yeah, I'll go that. So, do I roll first?
Anybody can roll in whatever order you want.
Okay. Position is risky.
No,
no,
the
position is
position is
desperate.
desperate.
Effect
Somebody else
is
roll a 6 and you guys get a crit. It's standard effect.
standard. I get a bonus die, Liz, you want to roll next? Okay.
You muted.
Either way, good things happen. We're out of the
Standard
woods.
effect.
Yeah, desperate standard. That's correct.
6.
And it didn't even matter.
Hey.
All right, that, my friends, is a crit because of synchronized. So, like, high five, everybody.
Damn.
We were like, hey,
High fives all around.
We should pick up this thing. So brilliant. So yeah, you go on this thing, and Lord Framble like dismisses they and the weirdness of it, and just takes Astrid's arm and says, "As long as you're here, I could certainly use your help upstairs. Come with me."
Yeah, and I think Astrid has been in sleazy situations like this before because of where she grew up. It's just like she's gonna play up the innocent angle for at least in front of them, and just be like,
"Uh-huh.
Oh my, please let me give that my full attention."
Mm-hmm.
And just offers him her hand to be led off to whatever horrible thing he intends for her. Where we find out he's actually in a cult and sacrifices me to the painting.
You know, whatevs.
Yeah.
Whatevs.
That's well, he's definitely not taking you to the room where the painting is, which would have been what happened if you guys had failed this roll.
Luckily,
how big is this painting? Ideally, it's small, not like a wall size painting. It's like maybe like a yay big or something like that.
I picture it being like maybe 2 feet by 3 feet, like.
Perfect.
So
yeah, yeah, perfect. Because in my head, our like cleaning cart has things on it and stuff, and maybe has enough room to hide a painting.
All right.
Sure. That sounds like a thing that would make sense to me. So yeah, you had the painting there. I think that with this crit that Astrid has Lord Framble distracted. You do still need to be wary of the rest of the house staff.
Sure.
But it should be much easier. I think you've edged down into a risky position from a desperate one. Because obviously if you get caught doing what you're doing, there will be consequences. I am going to start a clock that is the you've been here too long clock.
That applies to them, not me, correct? Or about all of us?
It's basically all of you. It's like this is like dawn, and you guys are supposed to have already left.
Sure.
This is like the day crew arrives.
Got it.
Cool. Yeah, totally. So yeah.
There's no ticks on this clock, but it exists now.
Yeah, that makes sense. It is a clock, yeah.
And I'm gonna say it has 6 segments. Basically, like those you have. Effectively, you have 6 hours to clean and leave. Clean, swap the paintings, leave. If you take longer than that, you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
If you don't clean, you might be okay, but maybe not. Anyway, so what do you guys do? Astrid has been dragged off with the lord of the house.
Yeah. So like, yeah,
I think immediately, like the minute they turn the corner, they just like falls down like onto her, like basically resting her elbows on her knees, like kind of crouched on the ground, and just breathes for a second, like just like.
then like Posh comes around the cart and like, hey, you okay?
She just like nods softly and then like stands up and her eyes are still closed and she just takes another deep breath and just okay, ready to go.
All right.
Okay, I want to interject something here, and you can slap my hand if you want. But like, I feel like she stands up straight in her very noble posture, and then like Posh just like kind of pushes her shoulders forward so they slump a little bit.
I'm game for that. I'm definitely.
So I like that.
Yeah.
Remember, Loa, we're maids. So I think we should actually get to doing the job, and when we get to the room, we'll clean, move things because they need cleaning, and we'll take our leave. Like pull out a broom or something, and like, all right, and then yeah. So then we're just gonna like clean our way to the room.
You hear a weirdly musical laugh from down the hall at some joke that this guy told that wasn't funny, but Astrid's like, she's doing what her mom taught her, right?
We've heard that laugh a lot of times living in a brothel for a few months.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
I think they like when Vay hears that, she kind of like her like she like kind of flinches a little bit.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
not gonna have sex with him, I promise.
I mean, you say that now, but
Yeah,
we'll
you
see
say
how
that.
the dice. We'll see how the dice. What the dice say.
We will. We will.
Okay. So yeah, what is your game plan here? Are you just gonna go cleaning stuff? Are you specifically looking for the painting, or to do it first or last?
Funny, like, so like we start cleaning a little bit, and I'm like thinking like, and I like kind of like say it out loud to Vay as we're like cleaning to like plan with her. So I'm like, let's see, noble like him, girl like that. He's gonna try to impress her for a while. Probably try to get her a little tipsy, so she'll be a little more open to things. So we've got a good amount of time, at least from what I've seen of nobles like that.
I think Vay just grimaces and is like, let's just get this done. Let's just hurry up.
We'll be fine.
So yeah, I guess would part of our intel be where like does he have like a gallery, or is it just like in the den, or is it like
No, your intel did not tell you where the painting was.
okay.
Would that just be like a survey roll between the two of them?
Probably.
Sure.
How good are you guys at surveys?
I'm decent. I'm decent at surveying.
I'm like okay at surveying.
Mhm.
I'm like I can do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out if you would be better off, because we have synchronized now. I'm trying to figure out if it would be better off doing help or group action. Dom's here.
Hey, Dom's here.
It's a little early for a break.
It's a little early, but like
you want
we can do it. You know what else? Yeah, we're gonna take our first break just a tad early, but we can get Dom in, so that'll be cool. So yeah, we'll be back in just a few minutes, and we're back with the full crew. So see you then. Enjoy the awesome music.